Hello everyone, and thank you so much for taking this time out for a very, and I do mean very quick lesson on starting to self-publish your own book, okay? And we are going to start to do that today. One of the sites that you might want to start with if you are doing something within the family is right up on your screen. This is Bookemon, and I use this site when I'm doing something where I don't want the mainstream public to pretty much buy it. It's just something for my family, and the prices that I like on Bookemon are reasonable, okay? So it's not like some of those other vanity publishers out there that charge you an arm and a leg. Now, the process of signing up is quite simple, and what you're going to do is find a site. It can be a Bookemon alternative, but something that is going to be easy for you to create your book online. So I'm already signed into my account. As you can see, there are different projects that you can start. If you have a project in progress, once you're signed in, then you can go ahead and start your project or continue with it. These are some of the books that I already started. This particular one I have available, not once again for the public to purchase, but it is a family book. And what I did was I just clicked on this orange button here, create a book. And then I was given the opportunity to be able to check to see, you know, how fast I want to start it. So you want to create it now, or do you want the book builder, which is going to help you mix up your documents, your photos, you know, and it has the pre-designed template. For me, I didn't go with the pre-designed template. Instead, I started from scratch. And for those of you all who are not used to doing that sort of thing, you might want to go with the pre-designed template, okay? So let's start customizing a book. Now, here's the thing. If you already have all of your text written, it's going to be real easy to close your or minimize your internet, then go copy, paste, and drop all of your information in, okay? You have some options here for a custom design. Let's say you want to do a birthday party, or you want to do a comic book, or maybe you want to do an autobiography or ancestry, something along those lines, okay? You can use the tools that are already available online and then drop in your clip art. You can add some color to it, or you can pick what colors are already existing to just really make that book pop, okay? Now another option is now that's if you're going to go ahead and, you know, just really start to, you know, customize things in the way that you want, and you don't necessarily like the pre-designed templates. But let's say that no, you don't have a lot of time and you got to get this gift to someone pretty quick. Use a template that's already been done for you. These have already been set in motion. All you have to do is just drop your pictures in, okay, as opposed to selecting all sorts of you know, colors and designs and so forth. So let's say that I'm pressed for time and I attended a special event and I have to get some photos together for a family member that's headed out of town. I'm going to pick the pre-designed template. In this example, I picked a special event, and then I might want to feel a bit inspired by checking out other people's books, right, that they've already created, okay? And then, of course, there's some blank templates. Once again, if that's what you want and you want to customize it from start to finish, then you're going to go with the blank templates, okay? So the great thing I like too is that Bookemon has a book price calculator. So if you start feeling like you got a whole lot of information and you want to keep your price of your book down, you might want to find out how much is it going to cost in advance. Let's say that I've got approximately 15 pages already done and ready to go, okay? And let's say that these are all images that are scanned already. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to check to see how much approximately is it going to cost that say have 15 pages? Now you know that's going to be a very, very thin book. You really want to have, I would say, at least 40 plus pages. Okay, that way you know it's a little bit thicker. Okay, so let's just get an idea of, rather than 15, let's go with 40. Okay, and you're only going to purchase, let's say, one book for your friend. So let's calculate it. Oh, wait a minute, got to select a product. Now you have different sizes. You can go with an 8.5 by 11, which is about the size of your standard paper, right? Or you can go smaller. You can choose between a soft cover or a hard cover, okay? And if you're doing a photo book or a thick book, you know, that's up to you. So let's say that I'm going to do an 8 by 11 perfect binding color photo book. So I'm going to calculate about how much is that going to cost me. Okay. Now if I'm an educator, I'm going to get a discount on that price. But if I'm not, then you know it's going to be about 18 bucks. Okay, not too bad, because there's other sites that, I kid you not, you will pay about $30-some, you know, for a photo book. But the quality is absolutely beautiful. But you know, let's multiply that by what, about 5 or 6 other family members. Okay, so let's say that you want 5 books. As you can see, $18 a piece for 5 books. That's going to bring your price to $90. If you're an educator, you'll get a discount and you'll pay about $81. So this is definitely not cheap. Okay, now another place that you could possibly choose from is createspace.com. We're going to head over there. Now createspace.com, you have an option if you want to make your book available to the mainstream public, or if you want to make it available just, you know, amongst your family members and friends. Your choice. Everything does not have to be out there in the open for everybody to see. Okay, so I'm looking, and these are some recent books that I put together. Of course, you know, I'm not portioning them right now. And if I'm not portioning them, then I'm not getting any royalties. And as you can see, the royalties, I'm just keeping it real with you, they're not much. That's why we have second and third jobs, okay? So I'm being honest with you. Some of these folks, they want to, you know, they're so embarrassed, they're so ashamed. I'm not. It is what it is. Everybody knows. And most people, they don't really like reading books. So these are my recent books that I ended up making paperback books. They are already on another site as ebooks, but I said, you know what, I might as well make them available as paperbacks as well. Okay, so now let's say I want to add a new title. Like for instance, this particular one I'm working on. This is what you're going to get. Project homepage, face your foe, right? Well, if your book title is going to appear there, you'll have the option to go along with an ISBN. Those of you all who know ISBNs, you need those in order to sell your book. Okay, in the you know, on the internet. But if you, once again, you just want this book to be available to family members and friends, then you don't need to worry about, you know, sales channels and all that. You just want to create your book. So this whole process, they will take you step by step through it. What you'll do is you'll put in the name of the book. You'll go ahead and you'll select whether or not you want an ISBN. Then your interior should already be done. And then that is going to be saved as a PDF file, okay, and then upload it. And you can learn more about PDF files, okay. And then basically once you upload it, you can have a choice of a black and white text, or if you have some images in there, it'll be full color. You can choose your paper color, whether it's white or cream. And then if you already have a cover done, then you can upload the image of your cover, or once again, I love it, but you can also choose a template, okay, for your cover. So let's say that for this particular book, I want to go with a matte finish, okay, as opposed to glossy. Glossy is very shiny, but if you want to get that really glossy, shiny look, then you would choose glossy. If you want a more dull type of cover without all of the glossy choose matte. Okay, so I want to build my cover online. Okay, so I'm going to launch Cover Creator, very similar to Bookemon. When I told you about the pre-existing templates, well, they have you know, templates that are already done for your cover design. All you have to do is plug in the text. Okay, so let's say that I want to go with this particular one. Okay, but maybe I don't necessarily like, you know, the graphics. Well, you can change that. That's no big deal. Okay, and then you can go ahead and you can you know, add to it. Okay, maybe you want to change your front cover image to something that CreateSpace already has. So I click on use one of our images, and as you can see, the image gallery is available at no charge, and then you can go ahead and you can create your cover. All right, and maybe you know, you want to keep whatever image you use, you want it to connect with your subject matter. Okay, so if my story is about, you know, something dark, something crazy, something ugly, or what have you, then I'm going to be looking for something that's going to kind of communicate that this is like a thriller or something like that. Even though this particular book, Face Your Foe, is not a thriller, it's actually a book of faith that talks about how to deal with confrontations and so forth. So I'm just looking around for different images, you know, and this is something that you can do. And then once you select an image, then you click on it, and you can use that image for your cover, and Cover Creator is going to automatically put it up there for you. You see? And then when you are ready to go ahead and go with that cover, and you've also put your text on the back and so forth, then you'll submit your cover so that CreateSpace can check it out to make sure that everything aligns. So there is a process, of course, to putting together your book cover. You know, you've got your themes you choose from. You make sure your title is there, your author, you know, your or authors, your front cover image is selected, your back cover text is put on there, your background color is also changed to your liking, as well as your font color. Okay, and then once everything is done, then you submit it. Okay, so these are two sites that I don't mind recommending. I've been with them for years, and their quality is just gorgeous. Bookemon, you know, it's pretty much, you know, a site where the books stay within your family, or, you know, if you want to sell books for fundraisers or things like that, you can do that. And then CreateSpace, they're going to make various sales channels available for you so that your book could be on Amazon as well as other sites if you choose to go with them. Okay, now I did mention something about ebooks, right, before I decided to turn all of my books over there into paperbacks. One of the best sites that I use for ebooks is Smashwords.com. Smashwords is very easy to use as well. It's just a matter of getting your book formatted for an ebook, because an ebook is different than formatting for a paperback book. And there are plenty of tutorials out there that will show you how to format your book, your ebook. Okay. So Smashwords is one that, you know, once you have, once again, a PDF file, then you can go ahead and go from there. Okay. So I hope that this helps for those of you all who are interested in starting this whole journey of creating your own book. Okay. It's been a pleasure showing you these things. And if you have any questions, feel free to send me an email. Well, have a great time creating your book to your success.